when you double at the rim like this, stop. So Mike Conley is supposed to come here. This player comes here. And this player's got to come here immediately as this pass is getting made. As this pass is getting made. But you can see, like, no. This is horrible defense by Jaden McDaniels. You need to get back in a defensive stance with your feet set. If you just keep backpedaling, you're never set. Do this. You can see Nickeil Alexander-Walker leaning towards this Andre Drummond screen. It's ever so slight right there. Good night. Mike Conley doing this. Looks like a screen that the Timberwolves want to switch, and it makes sense, wing to guard. So if you're Conley, just switch. Like, where's the miscommunication? What is going on? Another bad switch right here on this handoff. Okay, if you're Mike Conley on this handoff right here, stop. You need to be getting level to the man giving the handoff. So you're in a defensive stance ready to guard. Are you ready to guard like this? No. So now you're going uphill as Zach LaVine's going downhill. That's going to be able to create the space he needs for that. This isn't much of a screen that Vucevic sets right here, but it's enough of one. Rudy Gobert's got to get underneath right here. Drop. You got to be in drop coverage if that's what you're doing. Like, you can't just not guard this screen. This player is affected by the screen, but no one's there to help. Taurean Prince, and you want to be in this backside help area, your feet have to be set. Look at Taurean Prince's feet. Stop. What? Get in a defensive stance with your feet set. Then when this pass gets made, I can immediately fly over here. But look at Taurean Prince. Look at his feet. See how they're going inward? So the ball's already in the air and you haven't moved. So that's a huge problem. Cannot lean towards the screen early. Look at this Timberwolves player leaning. You're going to get beat the other way every time. On a pick and pop here, you're in drop coverage. Naz Reid has got to stay under the ball until this player can get over the top and guard one-on-one. You have a backside defender right here on Vucevic's when he pops off the ball screen. But you can't leave early or, you know... If you're Kyle Anderson here, as soon as DeMar DeRozan turns like he's going at... Stop. So right now he just turned. That means he's posting you up. You got to get up now, okay? Get up. Body him up. Battle for real estate. See, you can't... Look, you're playing off of him. So now he's just got this turnaround. All right, here's your problem right here. The Timberwolves are in a zone. You can't be guarding nobody in a zone. Mike Conley quite clearly has a man to guard in his area of the zone. So what is Mike Conley doing in the zone? Have to sprint back and transition. Look at Mike Conley jogging here. He's been jogging the whole way. We just couldn't see him in the picture yet. If you're running drop coverage here, you want to angle this guard this way so the drop comes here. Why? Because then Vucevic is walking right into a backside defender right here. See, you're running drop coverage to this part of the floor, so Vucevic, there's no backside help for Vucevic, so Gobert's got to stay over here, and hell, LaVine's just wide open. Kyle Anderson can't guard Zach LaVine. His feet aren't set. He's not a defensive stance. Stop. So this player right here now needs to get underneath the three-point line. All right, you can be in the gaps anyways. Back to the baseline. So now when LaVine comes this way, you can move over a little bit. When Zach LaVine comes this way, I'm in a defensive stance with my feet set so I can stunt. I don't have to move my feet. I will easily be able to recover, okay? But you just can't not be there because Kyle Anderson isn't guarding one-on-one right now. Okay, get your feet set and defensive stance. This is not a defensive stance, so look what's happening with your feet. You're going one way, okay? Zach LaVine's going the other. Now you can't guard. This is just garbage, garbage, garbage defense from Kyle Anderson. Get back, get in a defensive stance with your feet set. Your feet are never set, so of course you get cooked. Okay, if you're Rudy Gobert in this drop coverage, you obviously have no chance of guarding Zach LaVine one-on-one when he has a full head of steam coming downhill. So I want to funnel him to this part of the floor where I have defenders, and Taurean Prince is going to get pretty aggressive in the gaps, but you got to force him here. Like, you can't just leave yourself on an island. First of all, if you're Kyle Anderson, you can never guard like this with your back to the ball. Get your underneath your man back to the baseline. I'm seeing ball, I'm seeing man. Now, Taurean Prince has no chance of guarding Alex Caruso because he's not in a defensive stance. So if I'm Kyle Anderson, I'm over here, my back, I'm going to be in a defensive stance with my back to the baseline, all right? And when Caruso comes this way, I can just stunt, easily recover, and get his dribble picked up. But Kyle Anderson doesn't even know what's going on with the ball, so now Gobert's got to come over from the corner. If you are trapping from here, you can't leave your feet, okay? Like, what are you doing? That's not a trap anymore. What is Mike Conley doing here in transition? Clearly, Kyle Anderson has the ball. You need to come here. Like, where's Mike Conley going exactly? Kyle Anderson's got to get in the gaps here, okay? Like, you got to be sprinting down now. Now. Get your feet set. See, look at this right here. Look at Kyle Anderson. Look at how late he is because he's not sprinting. Getting into the gaps with his feet set. So now Zach LaVine's able to keep his dribble alive because you're late. And you're Jaden McDaniels right here. Stop. You've got to force Zach LaVine. You got to get up here. And this big's got to drop here. Because you got to drop high on Zach LaVine. Okay? So now I can drop high. Kyle Anderson needs to drop underneath the three-point line. But I have backside help everywhere. Here, here, here. Okay? When you let the ball screen get run this way, you can't drop high because there's absolutely no backside help for Nikola Vucevic, so it's 3. It's very difficult for Kyle Anderson to having fought over a ball screen to then just guard DeMar DeRozan one-on-one. So again, I want to drop here. Get in a defensive stance with your feet set, so when DeRozan comes this way, I can stunt. I don't have to move my feet. So I'm going to get that dribble picked up from DeRozan. I'm going to help Kyle Anderson out. And then I'll easily be able to recover to Zach LaVine, who's almost at half court. But again, look at Kyle Anderson's fought over the screen. It's just... If you're trapping, see, we already have a problem right here. This player's got to get over here. This player's got to come up here. This is the player you leave open who's 2 passes away. Okay? If a skip pass is made here, this player can rotate here. This player would come down, and this player goes here. You can't rotate when it's 1 pass away, and now the Bulls just have numbers.